One of my guiltiest pleasures, though, is watching old cringe compilations. It just gives me life. It just keeps me going. And especially cringe compilations from years gone by in the world of gaming. And there are some from, of course, the one and only, you know, the maestro of these, Crowbcat, I don't know how he wants it pronounced, but this guy's a legend of YouTube. Back in the day, would cut these things together. Every E3, he would do a super cut of just cringe compilations of different things. And looking back at it now, in some case, you know, some of these are like a decade later or just years later, you get a real interesting throwback vibe of what was big in gaming at the time. And sometimes you're like, oh, that ended up being huge. And then other times you see things where you're like, that was, people really thought that was going to be big and that was going to be good. Wow, that's crazy. But I will say about 16, 17 seconds into this video, you're going to see somebody, bear in mind, this is from E3 2016. You're going to see somebody that would later go on to, in my opinion, almost destroy a major corporation. Certainly severely damage their reputation with their own customers, okay? But this is like 4 or 5 years before this individual would come into the spotlight, okay? So I want you to keep an eye out. And about 15 seconds in, see if you spot somebody that would go on to have a big role to play, okay? Let's just watch this. Take this in.
Welcome back to the Bethesda E3 showcase, hashtag BE3.
Have you seen Todd?
Oh, Todd.
No.
Some people try teleporting, some people try stationary. What'd you guys go with?
Are you recycling the questions?
Sorry?
Are you recycling the questions?
That's right.
Nothing is more awkward than a guy that doesn't really understand the vibe of what we're doing and is just like not having it. It's like, yeah, you're doing interviews. They're going to ask you similar questions. And he's just like, nope. Why are you recycling the questions? I already answered this like 10 minutes ago. There's some people that probably shouldn't be on stage, probably shouldn't be answering questions because they just don't have the charisma for it. Let's just be completely honest, because this is mad awkward.
Are you recycling the questions?
Sorry?
Are you recycling the questions?
That's right. We've been really impressed by Watch Dogs.
Who's that?
Since Ubisoft first showed the game right here back in 2012. I think you were there that night. All of this.
Who was that? This guy, of course, the one and only Jim Ryan. He, at this time, was, this covers it up, but he was the head of global sales and marketing. And then he would later be promoted to like head honcho of Sony Interactive Entertainment. He was promoted because of his background in sales. Now, to be clear, you can tell a lot about a company and the board of directors and what they want based on who they promote, when, and how. For example, when Steve Jobs was very, very sick, he got a successor named, a guy by the name of Tim Cook. Tim Cook took over, but prior to that, Tim Cook was the head of like Apple's supply chain. The reason they promoted Tim Cook instead of somebody else, people thought they were going to promote like Johnny Ives or somebody, the design guy that Steve Jobs worked with. But no, they promoted the supply chain guy. And it was because Apple regularly had problems figuring out how to distribute globally to new emerging markets. Specifically at the time, China was a huge untapped market for Apple that they wanted to get into. And Tim Cook's legacy at Apple has basically been that he's cracked the nut that is the Eastern market and started to see Apple really succeed there. Not as much as they could, in my opinion, but they've done very, very well over in those markets. And that's why Tim Cook was named. But as a result, you know, he's not a visionary. He's not a designer. He's just a supply chain guy. His specialty is figuring out how to get those products shoved into those markets and find ways to appeal to new areas, and also be able to maintain the supply chain distributing products globally that way. Jim Ryan, he comes from sales. His thing is that he looks at the spreadsheets and figures out where he thinks there's a potential to make a lot of money based on where other companies are finding success in the spreadsheet, and then try to do stuff to tap into that area of the spreadsheet. Kind of makes sense when you see how he approached his time running PlayStation, basically. You know, all of a sudden it makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense when you look at it that way.
2012, I think you were there that night. All of this takes place in the largest action-adventure open world Ubisoft has ever done.
And I know a bunch.
Please clap energy right there.
bunch of you are thinking, is this real?
I'm proud to announce that we work with our partners at Activision. We're going to bring back the original Crash on PlayStation 4 this October in Skylanders Imaginators. So let's have a look at that. What have I got?
So thanks
Sean
so much, guys.
Layden.
I'm gonna make my way over here.
Okay, they did him dirty. Just listen to the chair.
Look at that. What have I got?
So thanks very much, guys. I'm gonna make my way over here.
Oh my god. Dude, I live for this. This makes me so happy. I don't know why. It just, there's something about awkward silence that fills my soul. It just does. It's like water to me.
Okay, we're through messing around.
Oh, I love it. What's the guy that looks just so sad? Let's have him play. Bro needs a hug.
When is it coming out? So it's coming out August 23rd. It's coming out for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PC, and of course your favorite Game Boy Color.
You know, Overwatch feels
Deep breaths, deep breaths.
like it's kind of skewed, you know, towards a kind of an anime fan type vibe, right?
It's just that visceral, tactile, authentic war experience that only Call of Duty delivers.
Outstanding. Well, look, I hope we see more soon. But until then, let's check out a trailer. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Who decided to put them outside with a blown out TV? Why did they do this? This looks horrible. Then watch the glare.
Soon,
Watch
but
the death
until then,
glare.
let's check out a trailer. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Oh my god. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Just let it fill your soul. Let it fill your soul. Dude, E3, there was something so magical about it where it was like you couldn't script these moments even if you tried. And to be fair, to be completely fair, the show was long. I mean, there were like days of coverage, okay? So there was a lot of good stuff in here. This is just a cut down of days of content into about 15 minutes of the best cringe. But that's, I mean, I lived for it. E3 was always fun, and there was so much cringe. It's so good.
All right, well, earlier we watched the Ubisoft press conference stream.
Thanks to everyone watching for tuning in and joining us for another Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3. We're really excited to get started.
Jamie Foxx, Zac Efron are going to be on those teams. Are you guys pumped for tonight's event?
Yes.
Jazzed. Can't wait. Dude, stoked.
The vault is open. Run in there. Just came from playing Battlefield 1. What? I'm still back at Battlefield. I was hanging out with Snoop a little earlier. So sorry, I'm not focused.
Do you think there's any big threats on the other team?
His tagline is hip hop legend. They should like troll him a little, just like Snoop Dogg. I don't even know what else you'd say, like baked out of his mind or something.
On the other team? Anybody got you nervous?
Nah, we got a special weapon that I ain't gonna tell you about, but we got a couple of little things that we gonna rock and roll with.
Yeah, you know what yep. He smoked and filled the entire theater with marijuana smoke. Even though they definitely were not allowed to do that. I asked somebody about this. I don't know if I've told this story before, but I talked to somebody that worked at EA and is in like their marketing team. And some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. But like we made like an offhand comment at some point, just like, oh, is Snoop Dogg gonna be here? And they're like, no. I was like, oh, I'm just kidding. And they're like, yeah, it was a big problem. Like these buildings and theaters, they don't allow you to smoke inside for very good reason. Because like if you smoke inside the theater, the entire theater reeks of smoke, and we lose like security deposits we put down. Like somebody smoking one joint could cost like hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like it's a huge deal. Like you do not do that. But it's Snoop Dogg or Wiz Khalifa or whoever. Like if they smoke, nobody wants to go up to them and be like, put it out, man. Like, come on. Nobody wants to do that.
It's really diverse, which is super fun. Yeah. Right? I mean, each class, you can definitely say it feels different to play with those weapons. Like, you've got the SMGs.
The absolute bottom, dude. Oh, man. Oh, Snoop. He probably didn't even know where he was. That's fantastic. Not even an assist. He scored 20 points the whole time. Terry Crews. Oh, man. Oh, man. Wiz did okay. Wiz got a kill. That's good. That's good. I don't know why they invite... Well, I do know why. A lot of these like E3 events, they just felt like they were being created just for like some of these people to meet celebrities on like the company's dime. But like, I don't understand why, like for so many of these big companies, they just assume like, oh, well, Snoop Dogg played the new Battlefield, so I guess I should buy it now. Yeah, I just don't understand that connection.
Were they listening or? Yeah, they were helping out. I was working with Snoop as well, trying to guide him. He had a tank rolling on the gunner as well.
See that multiplayer action right now.
I got the Prince of Persia tattoo, but not right now. Okay. Yes, it's real. I got the Prince of Persia tattoo, really.
Oh, and here we have the first loser up. How does it feel to be defeated? I feel, I don't know how I feel.
I like to make everybody...
Oh, dude, it's tough. That one was tough. That one was tough. Oh, God.
Not actually that short. No, you're actually taller than me without these shoes on. I'm sorry.
Fallout 4, it is the perfect game for us to do, particularly we made it, but you know, it's the perfect game.
A Bethesda marketing team could sell anything.
We live in a golden age, an age where anyone can make a game.
It's about supporting small developers and helping them make the most of their games. Now check this out. With EA Originals, we want all the profit.
And we can't wait
That was a good cut. That was a good cut.
Hear more about all things Psychonauts in the months ahead.
It's worth to mention that it's like going 60 frames per second all the time. So it's like super sharp. So it's like super sharp like the old games were. And this is something that it's not in every game that is being released right now. It's something that has been forgotten.
So I don't really mind the frame rate too much. Like it's 30 FPS.
Yeah.
I believe, yeah.
Locked.
I feel like it gives
Oh
a
my
kind of
God.
more cinematic experience.
Oh my God.
I think Dark Souls 2 had...
Average gaming journalist. Oh, man. Unfortunately, there's so many examples of some of these like journalists that are just so bad at these games. It's baffling. Like, I'm not very good at games, to be very, very clear. I'd like to think I don't pretend as though I'm magically good at games, but sometimes you see some of this footage and you're like, oh my God.
frames per second, and that kind of threw me off. Everything felt really like light and kind of...
Like gamier, kind of?
Yeah, like I like that
Gamier?
Bloodborne and Dark Souls feel heavier.
Yeah.
Xbox!
Have the chance to share my dreams. I have always wanted to play in a world with dragons and to fight against giant beasts.
Windows 10 and Windows 10.
And Windows 10.
Or Windows 10.
And Windows 10.
And Windows 10.
And in case of any shit,
Andy, playing on a high-end 4K Windows 10 PC. Welcome to the PC Gaming Show!
So my friend Renee here, part of the AMD Red Team, is showing off a new Alienware reference design using the RX 480. And you can see the entire PC is in that backpack.
It will be the most powerful console.
Oh yeah, remember when they were describing it all as Project Scorpio? And I don't know why they do this, where they announce it before the name is actually ready. I don't get why they do that.
Ever built.
Fully uncompressed pixels. These are the highest quality pixels that anybody is seeing.
We have a combination of the necessary
What does that even
processing
mean?
and graphics power already built inside 40 million PS4s that have been sold worldwide.
The Xbox and a new PlayStation. How do you think the NX console will stack up to them?
Oh, NX. That's right. They called the Switch the Nintendo NX before it was announced. I mean, I guess it's not a bad way of still talking about the elephant in the room, which is like, obviously you're working on a new console, but still, that's a throwback, dude.
Whatever Microsoft and Sony are doing in terms of talking about new systems, that's for them to fight out in that red ocean. For us, we want to make sure we're bringing our best content forward.
Got ahead of the stairs. Hideo, slow down.
Hello, everyone. I'm back.
My good friend, Hideo Kojima, my friend.
Are you ready for the most awkward thing in this whole video?
Good to see you, my friend. So good to have you with us.
Just like, oh, Jeff. Oh, Jeffrey.
Thanks, everyone. Good evening. The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. It was
They
Quake
put
Champions.
the mic too close to her.
Resident Evil 7 will be playable from beginning to end with PlayStation VR. When it releases on January 24th.
I can't tell you.
The audience microphone giveth, and the audience microphone taketh away.
How happy I was to be able to tell my daughter's daycare that Fallout 4 was coming out.
Wow, Matt, so your daughter's what, 2?
Yeah, yeah.
With
Oh,
over
this poor guy.
100 million players on
This one isn't even like funny cringe. This is just sad. Like someone needs to give him a hug.
14 platforms, the Minecraft community is one of the biggest in gaming. There you are, Sax. Here, catch.
A diamond. Well, clearly, you did that just for the achievement.
Yep, an Xbox Live achievement on an iPad on stage at E3.
Let's get out of here. Mind if I join in? Please welcome from the Oculus team, John Carmack.
Oh, man.
John, how does it feel to be in Gear VR?
This is what was taken from us, okay? E3 used to be such a magical time. Whoops, wrong button. Used to be such a magical time. So much awkwardness. So much, just so much joy. Now, don't get me wrong. Summer Game Fest was fun, but like, it's fun for creators and influencers that are going and media that gets to play games early and stuff, which again is enjoyable, but you guys miss out on that. You just hear us tell you about it, which is not as fun. At least with this, like you actually get to see so much of this.
It feels like you're living and breathing in a Minecraft world. Zac Efron. It's a little cloudy. It's in the building. It's the lights.
I plan on taking Courage and Hemp.
Different friends have different consoles, different units to play it on, so you just got to play it on everything.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm glad you do have friends.
Being a full-time video game player is hard for a lot of people to understand. It is tough. It is tough to do.
They somehow found a way to make that look even sadder than it actually probably is. Like, what's the saddest shot we could do? Him sitting alone in an empty room in a chair staring at a TV. Like, that's just so sad. That's just so sad.
It is tough. It is tough to do.
Only these 8 remain, the best Madden NFL players in the world. What happened?
I was racing a friend, didn't have my shoes tied, fell down, broke my collarbone.
Didn't have your shoes tied. Are they tied now? No. No, they're not tied. All right.
Remember when Ubisoft would do this and they just do big dance parties for Just Dance?
Talk to us on Twitter and join our Tumblr if you want something more edgy.
Join the Tumblr for edginess, dude. I forgot Tumblr was a thing.
I'm Antti Ilvessuo, the creative director of Trials and also president of Finland. Trials and Blood Dragon made baby together.
Take my money.
Do I look older or just balder?
I wouldn't know.
Balder! I don't know this guy. I think he's like, I forget his, I can't remember his name for the life of me, but he's like an OG G4 guy. He was there for the reboot before that imploded. And as far as I'm aware, he's like one of those guys that's like chronically online. Adam Sessler. Yeah, he's like one of those guys that cannot stop tweeting. Like, just stop tweeting. Put your phone down. It's at South Park. Put it down if you have any role at all in society today. Like, just put your damn phone down. And like, I aim to just remind people, we are gaming influencers, as cringe as that is. Gaming YouTubers, streamers, whatever. If you listen to us and give you like any feedback or our opinions on anything political, like you're dumber than a dummy, okay? We don't know what we're talking about barely when it comes to video games. You shouldn't listen to anything we have to say politically or religiously. Like, we're just dumbasses talking. And I try to remember that because like if I were to go on X or Twitter, whatever, and start sending out posts of what I think politically or religiously, you'd be like, okay, well, shut up. Who cares? Like, who cares? Shut up, Luke. This is not your field. Why should we care what you think? And I feel like a lot of people kind of lose sight of that. They're like, well, people listen to me when it comes to video games, so they should listen to me with everything. And it's like, no. Nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares at all. Just stop. Just stop.
In that door.
You have 3 minutes.
Bro was hurt. He heard that guy. He heard the guy. Listen to that.
Baby together.
Do I look older or just balder?
I wouldn't open that door.
You have 3 minutes to get as much stuff added to your cart as you possibly can. 2.
Dude, this is like a power gamer move. Like, you know how sometimes power gamers kind of spoil the fun? This is her, like, she solved it. She broke the mission. Because the whole idea is like, oh, go into Steam and just add stuff to your cart. And however quickly you can add it, that's what you'll get. Watch what she does when she's told whatever's in your cart, you get to own.
1, go! So that's actually a really good strategy. For those of you who didn't notice, she just went to upcoming games and then immediately sorted by highest price. We got Train Simulator and all the DLC. That's a good one. I'm not sure if I like that idea, actually. 27 items in the cart for a grand total of $1,152.98.
I know your son
Can't even be mad. Can't even be mad.
is a big player.
Yes, he is.
Does he spend money on Ultimate Team that you're aware of?
Yeah, I control the debit cards and yes.
When I'm playing Bastion in Overwatch and waffle stomping newbies.
Dude, I still reference this all the time whenever we play Overwatch. This guy right here.
I'm playing Bastion in Overwatch and waffle stomping newbies. I need the precision that only a mouse can give me.
Him and pick him off. So Pony's been left hanging for a free moment.
Yeah, we got the high five.
We got the high fives,
as
man.
long as it happens.
Tell me a little bit about your...
You know what I think they did? I think they went and talked to a talent, or they went to a talent agency, and they went to an agent in LA that managed a lot of these celebrities like Terry Crews and Zac Efron and Snoop. And they said, hey, can you give us like 4 or 5 celebrities that fit this rough category that we think will appeal to our customers? And they sent them and basically hired them for the day to go. I don't think this was an instance of them going just for fun, you know, because these celebrities, as far as I'm aware, haven't gone to any of these other events afterwards, which if they wanted to, like if Zac Efron wanted to go to Summer Game Fest, he could go, like, without a doubt. But I don't think they are going. You know?
PC building experience. Are you excited for this moment?
Yeah, Terry Crews, I think, is an actual gamer. But like, and Snoop, I know, tried to do a stream once or twice. I'm not sure if he still does that. But I think this is pretty clearly like, you know, hello, fellow kids, that kind of thing.
Right now?
Oh, I'm super excited.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I'm here in LA. Not for the games, not for you,
Maybe for you. Maybe for you. Maybe for you.
There's a gay fish in South Park, and he loves fish sticks. And you're all acting like this shit's regular.
Finally, I get to see more Mass Effect. Oh!
We definitely have hundreds of different species of all different sizes.
Oh, shapes and sizes.
Yes.
I love all the different shapes and sizes.
So, is your story similar to James in terms of Enrique, what you've done?
That is,
They
you
did
know,
him dirty
there's
there.
just so many people.
That there might be someone out there playing Fallout Shelter that doesn't know the games that it was actually based
There's
on.
obviously, yeah. And so, been a great experience for us developing on mobile, or a game that has a quicker dev.
Rocket jump, because we've been seeing some questions about that.
Use the hashtag.
That I forgot. That became a whole thing at E3 2016. Is guys walking around with turkey legs, and they were just trying to photobomb every camera that they came across. It was a thing where I forget what the vendor shop was, but there was some like food truck that was selling turkey legs. And so a bunch of people would get turkey legs and then walk around the show floor looking for cameras, and then they would photobomb while just munching on the turkey leg, which is very funny. Dude, they got so close.
Yeah. And so, been a great experience for us developing on mobile, or a game that has a quicker dev.
Rocket jump, because we've been seeing some questions about that.
Use the hashtag BE3. While we take a very quick break, take another look at the Dishonored 2 trailer, and when we get back, we'll talk with Harvey Smith.
To try out this awesome game, what can they
See,
expect?
all the turkey legs, there's so many. They're just swarming the poor devs.
Yeah, if and you haven't told me about your little secret?
What little secret?
You didn't tell me? It's your birthday? Come on, guys! Celebrate! Today's your birthday!
There is something else, though, that you've been.
I don't know why Todd looks like 14 years old in this video. Does he not? Like, he looks like 14. Maybe it's just because he's not wearing a jacket. But he looks so little. Does he not look 14 years old? Jesus. Yeah, it's kind of Uncanny Valley.
There is something else, though, that you've been asking us about, and yes, we've been working on it. It really, it feels new again, which surprises me. Like, even someone like myself who's obviously played it a lot, that you know, it gets its hooks in you. It really is kind of a timeless game.
And with all the mods and everything, there's so much content there that fans will be excited to play.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Are you guys going to do an Elder Scrolls 6?
I mean, that's kind of like the elephant in the room always when we talk about anything. And, you know, I think it's good to, in these moments, to tell our fans, yes, you know, of course we are.
Virtual reality from Bethesda. Ooh. Weren't expecting that, were you?
Now, I have the chance to make that dream my reality. And you're all coming with me.
This is what we've been waiting for.
Here we go.
All right, well, for our final VR segment right now.
The poor chair. Every time he stands up, it's just a fart sound. Every single time.
All right, well, for our final VR segment right now.
I'm going to talk you through, for the first time ever at E3, a live PvP demo in VR.
Oh, they didn't think this one through, did they? That's pretty funny. VR is just one of those things you can't really sell just based off of how it looks, because it just looks so stupid. I'm sure they're having a great time though.
Demo in VR. Okay, we have to chase on to get to that final nest.
We are excited to show you the first ever demo on Xbox One. I will be played by Matt. It will be played by Matt. Take it away, Matt.
Thank you, Tabata-san.
Yeah.
Humans on the island as well.
Yeah, Forrest, what are they doing there?
Well, you know, they're throwing poop. That's what they do. That's what monkeys do.
Wow.
Dishonored is known for unscripted, simulation-driven missions where no two players ever have the same experience.
Thank you, Matt. That was great.
It's so weird seeing Final Fantasy shown off at an Xbox show. Is that not weird?
Thank you, Matt. That was great.
Oh, Days Gone, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Jeff, off your phone. Jeffrey, stop it. Jeffrey. He's talking to Hideo. We're live. We're live. Shouting to him. Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. All right, guys, we are back here live.
Now to put it in the words of the infamous DJ Khaled, another one.
From a dog by your side, a gun in your hand, it's pretty incredible. Tonight, we're pleased to announce...
I would love to see Rockstar actually show that they're making a new game. So I think we all would love to see a new Red Dead Redemption, and we'll see if that happens.
By the way, we do have modes without AI this time. We do have that.
And today, I'm really excited to announce that Bud is back.
Quake Champions is a competitive, arena-style, first-person shooter for the PC, designed for players of all skill levels.
Is it going to be a traditional kind of game where you're going to buy it and download, or is it going to be more sort of free-to-play?
Well, we're not quite ready to talk about our business model, but we do want to get as many people in as possible.
What has it been like to try to balance all the different motion routes that players can go through?
It's
when there's so much freedom.
Completely unbalanced right now. And that's why we're actually going to be doing the public alpha.
Really think about what their opponent's doing before they make actions.
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of Dark.
You gotta, again, love it when a dev is just like, oh, no, it's not ready.
You might be wondering why I'm up here again.
It's not the money, I'll tell you that.
And now we have some exciting news for our South Park fans.
Tactical combat of a MOBA, all in an intense 15 minutes.
Where are you guys? Let me know you're... Damn, the whole place is going up.
We are only here because of you. We really love you guys.
Oh, all of the feels, amazing.
High five, people. Woo! All right.
Hope
Just
to see
slapping
you
some
again
strangers.
next year. Good night.
Thank you.
Oh, man. Those were the days. Those were the days. And I will say the production value on a lot of this stuff has skyrocketed. I mean, you look at all the presentations from this year, super polished, super well rehearsed. Like you don't see this level of cringe that much anymore. Even at the Game Awards, I mean, they've really tightened it up. So they've gotten a lot better. And I think that deserves some credit because it's tough to do a live show, and it's tough to do a live show run by people who are not performers. You know, gaming, a lot of game devs are not necessarily the most natural presenters, or like they don't feel that comfortable on stage in front of thousands of people, but still it's gotten a lot better. It's gotten a lot better. And I think they deserve some credit for that. I still miss E3. I wish E3 were a thing, but you know, what are you going to do?